Welcome back, trainers. So let's go ahead and take a look at Empoleon here. Yesterday we did go over a couple of steel types, Escavalier and Melmetal. And today we're going to be taking a look at yet again another one, which helped me pull some crazy wins. So this set here we're going to be looking at is going to be a 5-0. Then we're going to be taking a look at a couple 4-1s. I would upload all of my sets that I did go 4-1, but the thing is the video would be like an hour and 20 minutes, so this is going to be part 1 here. Now my Empoleon obviously is going to be having the Community Day move Hydro Cannon, and it is going to be a rank 6. Also shiny, absolutely fantastic, couldn't believe it when I found that on Community Day. Granbull is going to be rank 1, and Escavalier, I'm not sure what the rank is for this one, I didn't really check, but it's going to be okay. It's going to have that lower attack and higher defense and stamina. Now, this team is, initially, right off the bat, you can see, is going to have some troubles with Fire-type Pokemon, for sure, like, specifically Charizard, right? But there are ways to work around it, as you will see here. Escavalier is just fantastic with counter, Drill Run, and then Mega Horn, of course, just doing a lot of damage and getting stabbed there, as you can see, hitting Cresselia very hard, and then they just gave up the battle there. Alright, so let's go ahead and focus in on the commentary. Let's see what we have. I'm going to be leading with Escavalier for the entire time. This 5-0 was actually going to be during one of my sets that I had today. And then the other sets are going to be from one today and then one from yesterday. Kind of mixed up here. I do believe this was going to be one of my later battles. So my score is going to be a little bit different than the other ones you are going to be seeing here. So if that's confusing you. Now Empoleon, before we get into the commentary here, is going to be great. Up against Giratina, well, it's going to be okay, right? You're going to be resisting Dragon. Shadow Sneak's going to hurt. You know, it's going to do a decent amount of damage. But going up against Cresselia, something you're going to be seeing quite frequently, you're going to be doing great. Now, here's that Charizard. Now, I just throw in the Granbull to kind of charm it and just do as much damage as I can. Blast Burn's going to hurt a lot, take us out here. Escavalier obviously does not want to see it. Empoleon, it can do a lot of work to Charizard. Well, it will do a lot of work to Charizard, but Blast Burn is no joke. If they try to bait you with Dragon Claw, that's not going to be doing much, but pretty much every single time I go up against a Charizard with the Empoleon, they're always throwing the Blast Burn, and it does do a decent amount of damage, seeing that you're going to be part Steel type. It does have to look out for fighting as well as ground, so going up against a Swampert, as we will see here as well, it can be troublesome. If you get hit by that Earthquake, it's pretty much going to one-shot you. Hydro Cannon is going to be resisted, but it is still doing a decent amount of damage. So let's get into this here. Granbull is running Charm, as you've seen in the beginning as well. I just wanted to do that in case I encountered any fighting types. And wow, the sets that I had yesterday, it's insane. People who think there's no algorithm, I'm not here to argue with you, honestly. I have my opinion, and everybody else that watches me, or a lot of people, understand the same. I ran into, it wasn't like a horrible matchup, but it was like Poliwrath after Poliwrath after Poliwrath after Poliwrath, literally in the lead. It was pretty weird, but I still managed to pull the wins here. So Escavalier going up against Cresselia. Let's see what we have. Resisting Psychic, resisting Fairy, not very effective. Let's go. While the Surfs are going to be adding up, and you're going to be able to get to Hydro Cannon at a decent rate here, doing good damage. And they do swap into Obstagoon here, trying to get in that counter damage to maybe take me out before I'm able to use my energy. But we're going to be swapping into Escavalier here, doing a ton of damage to that Dark and Normal type with that counter quick move here. Going for Drill Run, they're going to be shielding that up. And whatever they do throw at me, we're going to be able to survive and then just farm them all the way down here. Now, if you do enjoy these videos, please give it a big thumbs up, because it is a bit of a drawback uploading my teams because, well, yeah, people are going to know what I'm running. Some people. And somebody made a comment before when I discussed this. Do you think everybody's going to be picking teams to counter what you're using? Absolutely not. I'm not like that. But I already know I do have a bit of an influence, and a lot of people do watch me that play in the Go Battle League, and if they do encounter me, then they will potentially know what I'm running, and, you know, have a good idea as to what they should do with the Pokemon in the back that I have, right? Don't want to sound arrogant, but yeah, you know. so people are going to be watching me and know what I'm running. So make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you do want to see the rest here and help support me. Going up against Charizard, we're going to be shielding up this Blast Burn because, like we discussed, it is going to hurt. Even though we are going to be part Water type, the Steel typing as well is going to not like that Blast Burn, and Blast Burn is just a strong move. Bringing in the Lapras here. Now, I do have Blizzard instead of Flash Cannon because of the Giratinas. You're going to be doing a lot of damage if you're going to actually be able to land that here. Going up against Lapras, you're going to be resisting all of the moves, including Skull Bash, right? And even Dragon Pulse if they had that legacy. Surf, it's chipping away. It is chipping away, but we're going to be able to spam these Hydro Cannons and then just take over with potentially Escavalier or Granbull after we're done here. So looks like we're going to be able to get to another one here. So it's kind of almost like they are forced to throw a charge move, but it looks like they're trying to farm. We're just going to go ahead and bring in Granbull here and absorb this Surf. And then just charm it down. They have one shield left. We have two. We have that Mewtwo out here. So let's get to that crunch. I think I'm going to be shielding this up. No, we're letting it go through. Okay, that works. We have Escavalier, which can do super effective with Mega Horn. But let's go ahead and see if we can get that last shield out of them. Letting it go through. Getting brave over there, Team Rocket. Okay, so we have a shield left as well. We're going to go ahead and shield up this Side Strike. Not very effective, but we need to preserve our health. Side Strike is still going to be strong. Now they're finally using their shield here. I wanted to throw the Empoleon to catch a charge move, but it had such low health. Unfortunately, I was not able to do that, but thank goodness I'm able to get to another drill run here and take out that Mewtwo with Escavalier. Man, I love these Pokemon. They're so good. And Empoleon just fits me so well, seeing that I am in Alaska. Are there penguins here? Not necessarily, but, you know, I'm up north, you know, close, you know, to the top of the world where the penguins live. So hey, it's just kind of, you know, neat, right? Alaska, cold, yeah. Anyways, going up against Swampert. Now, this can be troublesome, a little bit problematic at times. I really have to think about what I need to do. Potentially catching a Hydro Cannon with Empoleon to preserve a shield, right? But then at that point, I would be losing switch advantage. I'm going to go ahead and go for Crunch to make them burn a shield because I know they want to get to another one here, win the switch advantage. So we're going to go ahead and let them take us out. Now I have to decide what I need to go in here with. One shield left. We're going to go ahead and go Escavalier and farm a little bit more. They're bringing in that Cresselia. We're going to go ahead and go Mega Horn here. They have one shield left. Let's see if they decide to shield it up, and they do. But we have so much energy, we're able to get to another one here before they get to Moonblast and potentially lower our attack. Doing big damage with the Escavalier. Love it. So we do have Empoleon in the back, which is going to be resisting all of the moves as well. So what we're going to do is farm a little bit, throw in the Empoleon to catch this Moonblast. Not very effective. And see what they have in the back. It's going to be a Melmetal. So we are going to definitely not like the superpower. That is going to hurt us quite a bit. But we're going to be able to dish out decent damage there. This superpower, I don't think it's going to take us out. All right, barely. And a little bit of lag here. It's kind of weird that there's lag at the end of the battle. Right, you know. Anyways, I'll shift away from that. And going in with Escavalier and barely able to get to a drill run yet again. Taking the win. Let's go. Awesome. Good stuff here. So this is going to be my 5-0 that I did have. And bringing my score back up. Now, if you're thinking or wondering, how did you even get your score so low to 2200 when you were at 26 plus? Well, what happened, folks, was I had just hard counters. That's just the way it goes sometimes, and it was horrible. Man, I did not want to go Battle League after that. It was play until you win for about 8 battles. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I was testing out a few things, using my own team, getting frustrated, switching teams, not playing the best. You know how it goes. Once you get into that rut, you just start, you know, screwing up left and right, and that's what happened to me, and that's why my score dropped so drastically. Ouch, are you kidding me? We could have been around 28, 50 by now, almost to rank 10 potentially. So yeah, we're working our way back up, but showing my team like this does not help. Anyways, up against Giratina, getting off that Dragon Claw, not able to get to another drill run, and that Giratina does have energy. We're going to go ahead and go in here with Granbull to resist those Dragon Breaths. Going to probably get hit by a Shadow Sneak. There it is. 2 shields on both ends here. They're going to be able to pick what they want to go in with. We're not switch locked, so we can't potentially throw in the Empoleon to catch a Hydro Cannon. But sometimes they just might have a little bit of extra energy and not throw their charge right away and go for Earthquake, in which case Empoleon, like we discussed, is going to pretty much get one-shotted by that. Let's see if that's one of those cases. No, we threw that perfectly to catch that Hydro Cannon here, but they're probably going to be building up to a Earthquake now. I think I might be shielding. Nope, another Hydro Cannon. Unfortunately, we wasted our shield there, but we've seen it does a decent amount of damage. Knowing that there is that Cresselia, I think we're comfortable using that last shield anyways. And we're just going to go ahead and do as many of these Hydro Cannons as possible. So I'm really enjoying this Pokemon so much. I'm going to continue to use it to see if we can find some more success as we do rise up in ranks. Bringing in the Granbull here to just do as much damage with the Charm. They still have that shield left, but unfortunately for them, at this point, it's just a little too late. Going in here with the Empoleon and taking them out with the Surfs. Now, I almost wanted to name this video The Power of Quick Moves, to be honest with you, because Counter, very strong quick move. Charm, obviously probably one of the strongest quick moves there is, and then Waterfall as well, doing a ton of damage, as well as decent energy gain here. So up against Cresselia, they decided to swap into their own Escavalier here. We're going to go ahead and throw this and stay in this fight, I do believe, because we have the Empoleon that can be matched up with the Cresselia, so we don't need to worry about bringing our Escavalier back into that battle up against it. So we're just going to stay here and not lose the switch advantage potentially here. Although I think their switch clock might be almost up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, we're just going to continue on here. They're letting it go down. One shield on both ends. We don't have much health, which is perfect, so they can't farm us too much unless it's a Swampert. Now they just got a bunch of energy. Going to go ahead and throw in the Granbull here because I didn't want to get hit by Earthquake and I didn't want to use my shield. What I want to do with the Granbull is just do as much damage with the Charm as possible. I think I might shield this. And then bring in the Empoleon to just finish it off with a couple of Surfs. We're going to get that last shield out of them, maybe. Let's see. And we do. Fantastic. Swapping in the Empoleon to catch this Hydro Cannon here. Really nice switch. And they're going to be going back into their Cresselia, but Cresselia really can't do much up against Empoleon. Obviously, the Moonblasts are going to eventually add up and do, you know, decent amount of damage over time. And they can also lower my attack like they just did here. Now, let's see the specific situation. Now, what I tell myself and what I know is 1 debuff from Moonblast is going to be okay. 2, not great, and there's 2. But look, let's see if Empoleon's still going to be able to hold it down here. So the Psycho Cut's not doing much at all. They're going to be kind of forced to throw, but they're not able to get to another charge move. We're going to get to another Surf here, or Hydro Cannon. In comes the Granbull, and we're able to take out that Swampert with Charms. Great. Fantastic. Moving it on to the next battle here. We're met with an Empoleon. What do you know? Let's go. Now, this is a good matchup for us here. Super effective counters. Drill Run, obviously. Super effective, too. So we're just going to go straight for that. They're using that shield here. I do believe I use a shield as well because, well, Hydro Cannon is going to be a lot of neutral damage to Escavalier. And I want to kind of keep it healthy here. We're able to... they swapped into Togekiss, and now here's the thing as well about Empoleon. It can handle Togekiss. If they go for Flamethrower, it's going to hurt, but you're going to be able to resist those charms, which otherwise is doing a ton of damage to everything. Togekiss can be very problematic. As you can see, Flamethrower doing decent amount of damage, surviving. They're bringing in Venusaur and not farming too much, and we can respond with our Escavalier at this point. And we have a bunch of energy. Just going to go for Drill Run to see if we can get that shield out of them. And no shield. I think that's just what you want to go for anyways. Mega Horn's going to be doing a good amount of damage, but Drill Run's fine. Wanted to... I don't know if I wanted to catch a Frenzy Plant with my Granbull. Oh, we're shielding it up. Okay, I don't think that was the correct call, to be honest with you, because this is going to probably be a Sludge Bomb. Oh man, not good. Almost getting one-shotted. And taking out that Venusaur. Empoleon's coming in, and Escavalier's finishing it off with counter. Are you kidding me? Let's go, folks. Let's get it. On to the next battle. Another Empoleon. No algorithm. What are the chances that you run into these sets? It's just very odd. And I've discussed this before. For the hardheads out there, no, the algorithm is not working against you every single time. It is also helping you as well. Because obviously it's not going to... They always say, well, if the algorithm is so bad, why is it, you know, why do people have good matchups? Because that's the way it works, right? Right? It's as simple as that. Anyways, Empoleon, blocking up that shield. We're just going to go ahead and let this go through. Do we even have any more shields? Oh, we have 2. Okay. And going in with the Escavalier, they're bringing in the Togekiss, and we have just the perfect counter for that, and that's going to be Empoleon. Blizzard's going to be doing a ton of damage, but you're better off just going Hydro Cannon, to be honest with you, up against the Togekiss. If you had like full energy, you bring it in, they had no more shields, then probably go for Blizzard, and then just do a couple of waterfalls. I think maybe even Blizzard might just KO. But yeah, just go Hydro Cannon. So we have Empoleon versus Empoleon here. Shiny versus Shiny. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and let this go through. And surviving, going to retreat and bring in our Escavalier and go straight for that drill run here. And they have no more shields. We're able to take out the Empoleon. Fantastic. This was going to be one of the 4-in-1 sets. And we're rising up, folks. We're doing it. Let's go. All right. And like I said earlier, we're going to be uploading the rest of the 4-1 battles later today, so you can see that. So we don't have, you know, like a 50-minute video here. I know some of you like those long videos. But we're just going to keep it, you know, 20 minutes-ish, right? So we have a Poliwrath, like I was discussing. This is going to be from yesterday. It was so crazy. There was about 4 or 5 or 6 so Poliwrath leads, and their team comps were almost the same right when I started using this team too. So what happens is we're going to go ahead and let that Dynamic Punch go through. They're going to probably use an Ice Punch here because that's going to be a waste of energy. Maybe trying to bait us out, but we didn't fall for it. What we're going to do is just go ahead and let it go down. And we're going to bring in the Granbull and just finish it off with Charm. Now we have 2 shields, but they're going to be able to bring in whatever they like. And that's going to be a Melmetal. So we're going to maybe should have tried to catch a Rock Slide here. So expecting a superpower or a bait. And they're baiting us with Rock Slide. I wasn't taking any chances. I was just going to continue on with the Empoleon and shield up whatever they do throw at me here. And they're probably, I think this is another one where they bait me again with a Rock Slide. Yep. Now, superpower is going to hurt a lot, right? But it's also going to lower their defense and attack at the same time. There you go. Surviving. Able to take them out. We do have energy ready to go. In comes Togekiss. Not too sure if I'm going to be able to win this. Going in with oh yeah, no, we got this. Easy money. Gonna go ahead and go for the... I don't know if that was a close combat. It's fine. We did it, right? Good game. So moving it on to the next one here. We have a couple more battles for you guys. And like I said, if you enjoy these, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does help me out quite a bit. And we're met with a Feraligatr with Ice Fang. Man, that Ice Fang is just not letting me see anything that's happening over here. And we're going to go ahead and go Drill Run. They're deciding to shield it up. I think I shield this Hydro Cannon too because, well, you know, Hydro Cannon's doing a lot of damage coming off of whatever. Very interesting pick here. I can see that being pretty good. You're going to be doing super effective to Togekiss, Giratina, and Hydro Cannon's just a good move in general. And nice neutral damage to Swampert, right? Going for another Drill Run. Now, let's see if they let it go through, and they do. Fantastic. So no shields on both ends. Going in with Blaziken here. Awesome pick. Really like that. I personally use Blaziken off camera once in a while. I do have Blast Burn and Brave Bird on mine. And they're hitting me with that Blast Burn, doing so much damage and then taking me out with counters. Yeah, that's not a great matchup for me. Going in here with the Granbull. Now, this is not looking good. Blast Burn's going to hurt a lot, and I think they're going to be able to... oh, yeah. Venusaur, and I'm out. Good game. I'm happy, though, because Blaziken, I just got it to Best Buddy for the Premier Cup, and I'm a big fan of Blaziken, as you guys may know. So we're going to be swapping as they swap, so hey, we're looking great. This is so good. We had so many good matchups here, and sometimes we didn't have good matchups. We just played around it very well, swapping in when we should have for Pokemon to absorb not very effective moves. Throwing the Ancient Power, we shielded that up. Not great, so I decided to just farm down to make up for that shield usage where I probably shouldn't have used it, but, you know, better safe than sorry sometimes. Getting to another Hydro Cannon ready to go. And doing a lot of damage, as you can see here, bringing them down to the red before we go down, which is great. Bringing in an Escavalier. We have 1 shield left. We're going to go ahead and shield this up and farm it all the way down. Or they're going to swap into their Alolan Muck here. Building up a little bit more energy, and we're just going to go for Drill Run. Now, our Charm is going to be doing good damage. It's not super effective, but it's still going to hurt quite a bit. Hitting me with Acid Spray. Very interesting. Now their Dark Pulse is just going to be doing that much more damage to me, neutral damage. Going to go ahead and bring in our Granbull and finish them off before they can get out their charge move. And we're going to be taking out that Empoleon with not very effective charms. Let's go. Into the next battle, we're met with an Articuno. Let's see how this works out. We've seen this one before. Now this is another Pokemon that Empoleon can just muscle through, the Articuno. You're going to be able to do neutral damage with Surfs, while the Articuno can do nothing but throw not very effective at you. Hurricane, Ancient Power, Icy Wind. Yes, it can lower your attack, but it doesn't really matter, right? You're going to be resisting that very nicely, being that Steel and Water type. So we're just going to stick this one out, go for another Drill Run here. Mega Horn's going to be doing more damage, but I had a feeling they'd be using a shield there. Getting to another Drill Run, that's initially why we went for it the first time. And they're using both shields. Okay, that works with me. And we're just going to go ahead and let this thing go down. Or not. We have... Oh, that was so close. Wow. All right, so I have to make my decision. What did they have in the back potentially? Let's just go ahead and go Granbull. We don't have any sort of switch lock, so we have that to consider, as well as no shields on their side. Now, what I want to do here is we're going to go ahead and let the first Hydro Cannon go through because we messed up. But we want to catch the next... Oh, we don't want to catch it. We just swap. Okay. I guess. We have to look out for Earthquake. All right, a Hydro Cannon. Perfect. Are we going to farm this thing all the way down and shield this? And then just hit whatever comes in with just heavy hitting moves? A couple of Hydro Cannons or a Blizzard? It's going to be a Cresselia, so this is great. Resisting all of the moves. Well, Grass Knot is not resisted. It's just neutral damage because of the Steel type. And it's not even really doing that much damage, to be honest. It's about almost as much as Moonblast itself, the Grass Knot, to the Empoleon here. So there you go. Perfect. Hey, see, surviving that. Bringing in the Granbull, going for the crunch, gonna take the win with the Churchill Pup. Let's go. That's what I named it if you're confused. All right, so on to the next opponent here. This may be the last battle, maybe? And another Poliwrath. So, yeah, like I said, I wasn't lying. Just throwing a bunch of Poliwrath leads at me. If I had all the battles back to back to back from yesterday, you would see exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so anyways, we're going to go ahead and go Drill Run. I do believe I play a different kind of strategy this time around. A little bit of lag here, a little unfortunate. We're able to just build it up all of a sudden. That's just the way it is. That's why I don't say don't stop tapping. I mean, I know a lot of you want to be fair when you see them stop moving, but the thing is, a lot of times they're not actually not attacking. You just don't see it. And then all of a sudden, they're able to build up all this energy and your health drops dramatically because of the lag, right? Or something fishy. I'm not saying anybody in this video is doing that, but, you know, I was just crucified for merely mentioning that people had some sort of a lag switch. But I'm convinced that there's all kinds of cheats going on in Go Battle League, and it's simple as that. I'm not going to put anybody out there and target anybody specifically, but I will absolutely express how I feel. And if anybody wants to come at me on Twitter and attack me again, well, let's go Block City. Don't have time for that crap. And we're taking out the Muck with the Empoleon. Let's go. So if you did enjoy this video, folks, give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and turn notifications on. I'll be bringing you the rest of the battles. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you.